Hello, friends. So, while I'm recording this vlog, this is going to be a different one. I am in Hyderabad and I've started editing whatever content I had. So, in this one, uh, my friend Akbar and his wife Sultana, they'd come over to Manali and we go to Lahaul via the Atal tunnel. And from Manali to the Atal tunnel, the elevation gain is around 1100 meters. This is the bridge that we cross, and we go to the left side, which is Lahaul. On the right, this will lead to Spiti and the Rohtang Pass. So, when the tunnel wasn't there, we would go from Rohtang Pass, and it would be a very tedious and a very dangerous pass to cross to reach Lahaul. It would be closed for 6 months, and it's now a luxury or it's kind of a magic that we get to visit Lahaul, see the magnificent landscape whenever we wish to. And yeah, so in this one, let's go and see what Lahaul is all about. Here, the average elevation would be around 3,100 meters and above, and the vegetation you can see is quite barren. It's not as barren as Spiti, but there is greenery. So here we are entering Keylong, which is the headquarter of Lahaul, and you will find some civilization here. That's your biggest town in Lahaul, and yeah. In terms of the vegetation, so this is Jispa. This is one of my favorite places. Uh, it's a quite broad valley, and you can see these mountains, and the sun is so good. Everything is so good. It's one of my favorite places. So in terms of the vegetation, you will find poplar trees, shrubs. There is sea buckthorn, thorny shrubs are there. Then you'll have willow trees. In about the wildlife here, you will mostly find blue sheep, um, ibex, snow leopard, all these things. Yak is there, quite common, and versions of yak and cow, which are inbred. In terms of the culture, yeah, so as you can see, like once you cross Manali, the other side is more similar to the Mongolian belt or the Tibetan Trans-Himalayan belt, so which reflects in the culture as well, not just the topography. Here you will find more Mongoloid features, and the food is different, architecture is different. Like in Manali, Kullu, we have Kathkoni architecture. Here you will find adobe blocks construction, mud plaster. And in terms of the religion, you will find both Hinduism and Buddhism merging together. And this is what the vlog is going to be about. This is Gondhla Fort. And this fort was ruled by the Thakurs and the Ranas, who were protecting Lahaul from the invasions of the mainland Indian subcontinent, as well as the Mongolian side. So it's sadly in ruins. It's a private property. It's every year it's getting degraded, and it needs a lot more attention. So here it goes. So I will again proceed with the same style because there was too much wind, my voice is not audible. So here goes the story about Gondhla Fort. So this is the only fort in Lahaul. It is so the owners are Thakurs, as I said, of Gondhla, and they consider it to be around 20 generations old. However, this fort has been built by Raja Man Singh of Kullu in the 1700 AD as per the written records. And this castle, you can see it's a typical style, Katkoni style, but along with that there is mud plaster outside. And especially the thing to notice here is The shelves and the balconies at the top, they're very different. So the projection that you can see, that is at the fifth floor, and that's where it is said that the king would reside, and he would give, his judgments from that balcony, sitting there, and rest of the community would be down. And yeah, so it's badly in ruins. You can see every year it's getting degraded. There used to be some staircases here, wooden staircases that would lead upwards, and this building could easily accommodate 100 people. It's a seven-story building, and when the Britishers came here, they saw many, weapons like bows and arrows and catapults and guns and cannons, and some of it is at the British Museum, as per my knowledge. Another interesting article here is, it's called Sharab Raldi, which is basically the sword of wisdom. It's said to be one of the greatest sword that ever came to the Kullu Valley. It came through the Tibetans, and it was made through some process which was very high quality. Metal was used in that, and that sword was always portrayed as being carried by the Manjushri, which is the Tibetan god of wisdom, and hence the name, the sword of wisdom. Um, in the nearby village Gompa, in Gondhla itself, there's a Gompa, and every year in the month of July, there is a fair that is held for 2 days. And on the first day, which is called Cham, there is a devil dance. So the locals, they wear some mask and they perform some local rituals. That is a must see. So whenever you are in Gondla, try to, or not just Gondla, but whenever you try to come to Atal Tunnel, once you cross it, make sure you pay homage to this beautiful heritage that needs to be preserved, that needs so much attention. And yeah, so here again, I'm talking about, yeah. So in that balcony, below that balcony, and above that door, you will find that there are horns of animals there. So that's usually kept in the Kullu and Lahaul Valley at the entrance. So you do animal sacrifice, and the horns are usually kept there. Just like you'll find this similar thing in Hadimba Temple as well. And just look at the view. It must be a sight back then to rule a place like this from such a fort. Must be so beautiful. And yeah, there you go. We found some shrubs here that they smell really good. I forgot the name. They smell really good. It has such a positive feeling. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, in Lahaul, in the nearby surroundings, you will find people these days. They are a lot into farming. They are farming potatoes and mutton, cabbage is there, cauliflower, broccoli, iceberg lettuce. They are into organic farming. So people are making good progress in terms of money and economy, but there is still a lot of potential in terms of tourism, in terms of hospitality. There's a lot to be done here because it's a very sensitive environment. It's the Western Himalayas, and at such altitude, the nature, it just can't take a lot of crowd, a lot of pollution. Um, there are a lot of avalanches here in this valley, and you need to be aware. They say whenever you go out to a place, always do what the locals do, and you should listen to the locals. And I'm not exactly a localite, but yeah, you can listen to my words. Do not venture out any time of the day to visit Lahore. Always check the weather forecast. For weather, you should check Manali Heli Ski Weather, which is a website, not an app, because you cannot trust Google or any other app for weather in this area. And recently, oh yeah, now let's come to this. So these are some pictures that I found on the internet. These are the things that were found in the castle. And this is the pot. Yeah, this is called Kullu vase, which is now in British Museum. Next, this is a painting by the Rorick, by Rorick Nicholas, and he was overwhelmed. He was so joyous to see this painting. Yeah, and that's how it was like back in the days. So, and here you can find there is a staircase. Now you can see over the time how much it has degraded. So, yeah, let's bring some attention to this side of tourism. Like on Instagram, everything is glamorous, but we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. So here you can see, yeah, now you can see this building. It's leaning towards the right, so it's going to fall off. Like probably, I don't know how long it's going to last, but before it gets it collapses, make sure you visit Gondhla and the neighboring villages. Try exploring the villages, the local architecture, and food, of course. You have to try the food here in Lahaul, especially if you are non vegetarian. There are a lot of delicacies with mutton here. Yeah, and yeah, that's it about the Gondhla Fort. And you will find some more monasteries here in the neighboring areas. And yeah, thank you so much for just supporting and getting to know about me. I feel so much better when you give your feedback, and I'm still learning. And these are some tough times during the coronavirus. I just hope you are able to cope with it, because there is no escape from it now. We are too late. But just make sure that you're doing all the things that are needed. You get vaccinated as soon as possible. Here you will have to trust the government to get yourself vaccinated. Just trust it that it's going to be fine. And yeah, see you from Hyderabad next time. And yeah, all the best for coming days and the COVID thing. I'm trying to spread positivity through my channel. That's why I don't usually talk about other things like politics and coronavirus for that matter. But yeah, just appreciate the views and the landscape of Lahaul. I never told you guys that I am basically from Lahaul. I'm from a village called Yankirting. Yeah, so that's the closure to the video, and we go inside the Atal tunnel, and it's late night. So good night, guys, and keep supporting, keep liking, commenting, and right now is the time to share the channel. Please share it across. Thank you. Bye bye.